Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are. We're gonna talk about the Templar. The Templar has an interesting problem. We supposed to have a stream who would talk a little bit about his skills, maybe show his evolution, his way of getting abilities, who kind of probably gonna be the same of the other factions, but we end up not seeing since the stream was killed because the game crashed twice. We don't know the skill tree. We didn't see like we saw from the skirmisher and for the Reaper. But here I'm gonna do a video. Gonna get the Templar out of the way first. First time we're gonna see the trailer. I'm gonna point out one or two things, pause a little bit, but not too much. The second time I'm gonna cut the audio from the trailer and talk a little bit more specific. The third, after that, I'm going to talk what I do believe the implications of the Templar on the battlefield, on the lore perspective, on everything else. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get watching this trailer.
Commander, I have intel on a resistance faction calling themselves the Templars. They're a group of rogue psionic warriors who wield immense power. We've had our soldiers trained in this area before, but the Templars' powers are like nothing we've ever seen. The side blades are their main...
Interesting question. Do side blades will work with the headshot mechanic, or are you gonna need to use the pistol to do the headshot?
main weapon. They can dash in, hit a target, and move to safety again. If they take out their target, they gain focus. The more focus the Templar has, the stronger they become. Take their Volt ability, for instance. The basic form of this attack strikes a single target, but with more focus, the attack can hit an entire squad. High-ranking Templars can double their combats.
Interesting. This ability is interesting, and we saw how the focus kind of worked down there. I'm gonna show more in details in the next part of the video.
In an instant. Ghost creates a Templar copy that retains all of its abilities. Getting ambushed isn't an issue either. Templars can channel all of their energy into a devastating storm of psionic power. These abilities require focus, however. Templars need to balance spending and recharging their energy throughout any encounter. I don't think I need to tell you why recruiting the Templars would help us. Their ability to wield psionic energy goes far beyond our...
The question is, this is a mind control or just a panic, or mind fray, or whatever the ability, or is just something new, all like just a single damage ability?
own. Now that we face a threat like the Chosen, this war is anything...
One thing that I saw a lot of people saying is this guy making like 3 clones. No, he make, for example, this, and this fella right here is making the other one.
We should find the Templars and get them on our side. Good luck, Commander.
Okay, now we're gonna cut down a lot the volume and start pausing a little bit more frequently to talk about the abilities than we show. This probably is the Volt, and it takes 4 to 7 damage, so I think it's able to kill a sectoid with 1 hit. So, this ability is interesting. The mech is not shooting, he's doing suppression. So I don't know what the fuck he would use, it's just a cinematic moment to show if he was shooting. But the obelisk ability, who I don't know, we don't know the name, it's interesting. Because, how does it work? It is a version of the parry. The parry is the ability where you... the next projectile attack you take, it's gonna be... you're going to block. So this may be the upgrade version, so you not only block, but you create a 100 cover. So that's give you full cover from the next direction, from the next attack coming from that direction. Or it is a separate ability. If it is a separate ability, how it does work? You lose how much focus to create the cover. The cover lasts for how much turn? For how long? You can move out away from the cover and the cover will stay on the field. You can have multiple cover, like multiple obelisks on the field for X amount of time. If so, this is one of the most cool abilities. For example, you can deny entering from the enemy on any point. If this is a separate ability, not just like a evolution from parry. This is the parry ability. So parry works in a way you're going to negate the next projectile or melee base attack. Interesting fact: plasma, magnetic, and ballistic, I think, are considered projectile, and Viper Tongue is considered a projectile too. But bind is not considered a melee attack for some reason, but other melee probably are. So that's gonna be interesting because other thing I want to know is the pylons. The pylons the Archon shoots. They can be. They are a projectile, or they will be counted as explosive on that front.
Nothing we've ever seen. The side blades are their main weapon. They can dash in, hit a target, and move.
Interesting aspect of the side blades is you have upgrade ability for a day. So you generate a wave of energy. It's a 3 squares for 4 of length, where you're going to do from 0 to 3, I want to say, damage. It's what was shown on the stream. On the targets from the target then you hit first.
Move to safety again. If they take out their target, they gain focus.
So the first level, without any upgrades, you're going to have 2 focus bars, and you're going to have turned on the max upgrade character, because that was shown on the stream. The Templar they use was the top tier up with almost every upgrades. One other interesting, I don't want to see problem, but unknown factor is we don't know what the Templar gets when he has full focus. He does more damage with the side blades. He able to move like more. The parry ability trigger once free of focus, and after that will keep triggering, but will be draining focus. He has more dodge. He has more defense. What is the implications of maintain focus on the Templar?
The more focus the Templar has, the stronger they become. Take their
Vote ability is a 4 to 7 on one character. Interesting. I want to know if for this scene for this scene specific, it does not do that, because
instance. The basic form of this attack strikes a single target, but with more focus,
you can see then it will. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, no. I'm confused. I thought they nerfed the health of the captain, but is to 3-2, but they are showing the health of the pylon here.
focus, the attack
So it gives 6 damage on the main target,
can hit
but
the
we
entire
don't know how much damage we will do to the other 2 targets. If it is a count of 4 to 6 to 7 again, or if it's like from 2 to 5 or a thing like that, or is a specific amount of damage, 3 damage, and it would be really enough to kill 2 advanced soldiers.
high-ranking Templars can double their.
So this ability is interesting. You have 1 charge only, so you're going to each Templar is able to create 1 of their clones. But there is a way of for you to refresh the charge of this ability during combat, allowing you to make another clone of yourself. And other interesting aspect, this here, in the lower corner, is Fortress. The ability Fortress allow you to like be immune to almost anything. This is an ability then, for example, your Templar can learn from the Xcom perk tree, because we know one of the ability is the Lightning Hands. The other could be psionic abilities, or this is a completely new ability, because this is not the symbol for parry. I do believe this is the symbol for parry, the second one, and this is Fortress.
Combat strength in an instant. Ghost creates a Templar copy that retains all of its abilities.
So, the Templar copy, since it is a charge ability, it's going to stay until it dies. So, it does receive a full action after we create it. It is a single action. You're going to like be changing actions between the Templar and the Fang. How that's gonna be working is gonna be an interesting thing.
Getting ambushed isn't an issue either.
Oh yeah, I forgot to show something. Here is on the top screen is an interesting ability too. If you watch the stream, they explain that Templar can gain an upgrade that allow you to, how can I say, to get a focus from enemy from other character skills. So if you go here, take your Templar, move down here and go to this area. It's the same area for loot. You go, jump down, take the focus, and you refresh 1 bar of focus. I do believe. So that's interesting, allowing other characters to score up the kill, and your Templar go pick it up and like shove a Ionic Storm on the middle of the next spot.
Combat strength in an instant. Ghost creates a Templar copy that retains all of its abilities. Getting ambushed isn't an issue either. Templars can channel all of their energy into a devastating storm of psionic power.
So the Psionic or Ionic Storm, it's really a 3-cost focus, or it costs how much focus you do have. What's the implication of the focus we will spend? For each focus we'll do more damage. For each focus, the area of effect of enemy Egypt. Holy shit, the enemies around you going to be increased, the radius of it. It's an interesting way of looking to things, but I really want to know how it does, how it works.
These abilities require focus, however.
By the way, it's shown here, I do believe it's the latter. For each focus the ability consumes, it damages 1 more layer around you. Because it took the 1, then 2, then 3. Different, for example, on Vote. Let me see if I can able to show Vote again. Vote ability.
More focus, the attack can hit.
Yeah, it does not show the Vote consuming ability. But I do believe the Vote consume the 2 dots of focus.
Focus, however. Templars need to balance spending and recharging their energy throughout any.
But in either way, the Psionic ability, the Psionic Storm, is able to recharge the Templar to full focus. So it's a very strong ability.
I don't think I need to tell you why recruiting the Templars would help us. Their ability to wield psionic energy goes far.
This is the one of the interesting. It is, if it is just a mind control, if it is a mind fray who allow you to panic, mind control, give a lot of different ailments, or I would like to be just a mind control, and for that the Templars being more strength than, let's say, more trained, pass more time doing the training. I do want to believe they were able to like mind control for more than 1 unit, or I don't know. And one other thing that I would want to see is, for example, this ability be an upgrade for the Shadow Clone ability, where the Templar not is able to do a certain amount of damage on the enemy, and if end up killing, it transform it on a clone.
Far beyond our own. Now that we face a threat like the Chosen, this war is anything but.
As I said, see, Templar here, clone here, clone here.
We should find the Templars and get them on our side. Good luck.
So this is the wave ability that I said. The interesting perspective here is if the life of the 2 Lancers, Spectral Lancers, is something that is, for example, toned down for the cinematic purpose of it, because on the stream with a full upgrade Templar, it did like 2 max damage on a Viper. It was not guaranteed. So now I'm gonna keep talking about the Templar and let the trailer run in a loop. The Templar is a very interesting class. It can show itself as a great finisher, allowing a grenadier to start a pod, and what the grenade doesn't kill, the Templar itself is able to kill with the melee weapon and get focus. If you upgrade, you will be able to go step there, get like 3 focus on the first step of the battle after you jump a pod. Templar is going to be a great starting character too for the with their Volt ability to clear and maybe clear an entire pod. I want to see more about the skill tree because, well, although we would see last time, we didn't see on the stream, and maybe they will give us a video about it. I doubt it. We still have a month to the game release, and Templars still are the characters that we don't have anything to know about. Interesting enough, if you play with the story mission on during your campaign, the Templars will always be parry against the Warlock. But if you probably play without the story missions, without the story upgrade, the Templar are going to be parried up against the random chosen. Interesting, but I would really prefer they are random. And that even places me with a question. We gonna have a story mission for the Templars? Because in the end, the Templars are the only characters who have a more like interesting backstory. Although, yeah, the skirmishes has an interesting thing, has the fact they defect from the Advent. The Templars are the only one who are ex the Geist, the leader of the Templar, or an ex-Xcom member. And that has a lot of implications because, as I said on my video, who was kind of more like a rambling video, uh, does the Templars kind of, when did we lost? We could get a little bit more of that information because we have psionic soldiers in the first war, but we didn't have anything more than ballistic weapons. Templars is one of my favorite factions right now. They have a lot of lore implications, they have a lot of interesting abilities, and the simple fact that maybe you're going to be able to get a psionic soldier, the Templars, before you get a psionic soldier is a great implication. How does AP work for the Templars? Does they have a different way to gain AP? Since their main ability will come from melee combat, they will not be attacking from higher ground. They will not be doing flank shots. So it will be interesting to see if they will need to use their pistol to acquire a little bit of AP, or if they will not be a generator of AP. Or maybe we can, I don't know, if we shove our Templars on the psionic lab, we are able to generate AP passively. Would be an interesting thing. As I said before, the Templars are my favorite faction right now. Only by the lore implications, they already gained that spot, but just the ability, the badass combat skills, and that's gonna be interesting. And as we all know, it's gonna be close range. And as we see here on this part of the video, we have 2 of the orders. I don't know what the skirmisher order is, or if this is a Templar indeed order, but this order here on the the fucking 14-minute mark is the one who allows the Reaper order who allow each time you hit lost will be 100% of a kill, of a chance to a kill with the any attack. But let's go again with the headshot. But let's go again. Does the psionic blade trigger the headshot mechanic? If not, I do not believe the Templar will be an interesting addition against the Lost, although he can, like, with one action clear a lot of loss around him. In the end, ladies and gentlemen, it's an interesting class. The Templar, the faction, the lore implications, the mechanic of the class, it is very, very interesting. I'm dying to try to get my hands on the Templar. But ladies and gentlemen, like all of us, we're going to be seeing the Templars on August 28 or 29. I don't know. Steam says to me it's 28. The Phyrexis site says 29. I don't know what I'm gonna believe, or probably whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. I'm going to be focused now on the Skirmisher video, who is gonna be coming out tomorrow. As always, thank you for watching. There's some channels on the description, and I would really appreciate if you go there and give it a watch. So, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you have anything that you want to share with any other people who might watch this video, throw down in the comments below. If you want to see the next video, consider leaving a subscribe too. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and let's hope we got more information about the Templars. See you next time.